Welcome to the Alchemy, Astrology, and Astro Health podcast. I'm Ira Etla, medical astrologist, astroherbalist, and green witch. I was diagnosed with endometriosis at 19, and I was told I would never have children. I healed my body through the power of herbs, alternative health practitioners, energy healing, and more. At 28, I had the baby they said I would never have, without any interventions. I refused to believe that my body was not able to heal itself. Along this journey, I stumbled across medical astrology, and it resonated with me so much. I started down the path to learning this unique system that had been used for thousands of years in the medical community. I now help other women heal their bodies using their cosmic blueprint, the unique blueprint that every person has embedded in their DNA from the stars. This system helps me see what's going on in your body on a cosmic level and exactly how to help you give your body what it needs to heal itself. We are all uniquely and amazingly designed, and when we learn to work with our design, love ourselves for how we are designed to function, and integrate the cosmos into our lives, I truly believe that we can see true and lasting health brought into our lives. If you are ready to change your life, heal your body, and learn to deeply love who you are, this podcast is for you. Come join me as I discuss medical astrology, astronutrition, astroherbalism, health, wellness, spirituality, transformation, and so much more. I'm so excited you are joining me. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Alchemy, Astrology, and Astro Health. I'm Ire, I'm your host, and I am here today with Jess Marie. We are going to talk more in depth about our upcoming SOUL-utions to Mental Health live webinar event that you do not want to miss. Give you a little bit of a deeper understanding of what's coming and what you can expect. And I'm excited to have Jess here with me today. Thanks for joining me, Jess.
Absolutely. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, so we were talking the other day in one of our meetings that we do. Jess and I just really hit it off, so we constantly are catching up with each other, and we just happened to, I forget who it was, but one of us brought up something about the fact that we see a lot of clients recently that are struggling with a lot of mental health issues, and they're all discouraged and upset, and they're feeling shame and all these internalized feelings over having, some normal problems that do happen because the approaches that they're trying are not working for them. And they feel like there's something quote unquote wrong with them because they've gone the conventional route and it's doom and fuck all for their mental health, right? And things are either getting worse, or they may not be getting worse, but they're definitely not getting better. And it's not moving in the direction they would like. And so while we were talking about that, we kind of had an epiphany of hey, we help a lot of people with this, and our approaches, both of them, are very holistic and individualized, and people need to know more about this. So why don't we do something about it? So this event was born from that.
We're here, yeah, and we're really excited. This is a great opportunity for people to understand both of our approaches on a deeper level and a collaborative level, because we'll be really presenting how not only we can help each other and our clientele who work with us, but how it works, how we work, what we actually do, because the things that we do are not very common, and the things that we do are a little bit still taboo, and the things that we do are incredibly helpful. And all we want to do is present and share what we have to offer in a way that is genuine. And when we first connected, it was just like, bing, we found an aligned soul sister soul, and we completely understood one another, even though that we've come from different backgrounds. Two of those things would be herbalism and astrology. There's Ayurvedic herbalism and there's Vedic astrology, Jyotish. And then you have an incredible background in those two things, just coming from a different path. So it's just really wonderful to connect with someone who understands those things and who wants to share and help people with those modalities. And I think in regards to what you mentioned about our clients, and what we've been seeing and the patterns that we've been seeing about mental health issues and the way mental health is being treated, I think there comes a time when there needs to be some sort of change, especially if something is becoming monotonous and melancholy and nothing seems to be working and improving. I believe that both of our approaches, when they work together as well as when they work on their own, are incredibly unique because they are so individualized, they're so distinct, and we're really coming from a personalized approach where we don't have a one size fits all. Yes, we have all the knowledge and wisdom that we have, and we've gathered that up, but I don't think that either one of our practices has something that deems this works for every single person that I've ever seen. So I think that's where what we have to offer is such an advantage. And I think it has, we have such a complementary foundation of wisdom, and I'm just so excited to share it in this way and like really dive deep into these concepts and just bring light to some of the things that could really make a difference in the people that are struggling.
Yeah, definitely. So for those listening who don't know, Jess is a Vedic practitioner and counselor and works a lot with people on their mental health from that standpoint of using like Ayurveda techniques and the doshas and their nutritional approach to things. And so she brings that with her. And I obviously have the medical astrology and the astroherbalism and astronutrition piece. And so what we really want to dive into during this live event is to really show you how you can come up with a very personalized plan for you that involves your whole person, right? It's a very holistic approach, mind, body, and spirit coming together. And so we're going to talk about nourishing your body, your physical body, nourishing your mind. So the more of the spirit side, right, in some ways, and then also nourishing the spirit on the spiritual aspect of that too. So we're going to be talking about all this, and by nourishment we mean actual nourishment, right, with nutrition and things like that.
Yes.
But we also mean nourishment of in other ways, like nourishment spiritually, right, is not necessarily coming from like your food or anything you're doing otherwise, but it's coming from those practices that ground you, bring you, some kind of relief in some way, like journaling, meditation, practices like that and others. So we're going to really come at it from all kinds of approaches. We're going to talk about herbs and diet and what else did we decide? We're talking about spiritual practices, all kinds of
it's
stuff.
Whole body.
But we're going to just show you that there's another way to approach your health that doesn't just throw medications at you and say, here, these should work. And if they don't, well, I don't know what to tell you, but good luck, and kind of feel pushed to the side and dismissed, because I see that a lot with my clients. They're coming to me because they've been dismissed for so long that they feel like I'm their last resort. And we want to stop that. We don't want you to feel like coming to see us is your last resort, that it's actually could be your first line of defense, right? That what we offer is more than just a, well, I guess I'll try them approach,
Absolutely. It's whole body nourishment. We're doing mind, body, soul. We're focusing on the being as a whole being and not just a physical being and not just a spiritual one. And I think that there are many things that are going to be brought up that are going to spark inspiration and realization and is going to be a great starting point for transformation and change that didn't know needed to be made. So yeah, we're going to go over nourishing the body and all these, different remedies and, guidelines and nutritional aspects and techniques, but that also applies to the mind and the spirit. And the spirit is very much an important aspect of both of our practices. It's not religious. It's very much open. The Vedas are not religious texts. They're philosophical and scientific texts. And when we talk about nourishing the spirit, we're going to go into both the astrological and the Vedic perspective in terms of what that looks like. That is not to say we are, promoting a specific religion or a specific practice, but we are coming from a very holistic, mindful place with that specific aspect. And then mental health as well. The mental body is very much a cherished part of ourselves. So I'm very, very much looking forward to diving deeper into that.
Yeah, definitely. We see with our clients, of like the fact that they are suffering in some ways and struggling and they just feel lost. And so we're really hoping to bring some clarity during this event to help you realize more about yourself, understand yourself in a different way, and look at some of these issues as not necessarily a bad thing, but as the way the body communicates with you, and figuring out what that communication means so then you can give it what it's asking for, and then in turn the problem will be corrected. And this is not a band-aid solution. It's not a quick fix type system. We will definitely give you some things that you can do today that will give you some relief right during the event, but it's definitely ultimately going to be something that is going to have some consistency and some use of over time for to see major changes. And so we want to just encourage you to understand that, but come learn what there is to learn, understand your body better. You can understand on a cosmic level, you can understand it on like the level that Ayurveda does, which is like the doshas and the constitutions and understanding all of that. And when you look at your body in that way, it really changes how you view yourself, and it makes it so much better. Like you don't feel, I don't know what to say, you don't feel shame about how your body behaves anymore, right? Because it's doing exactly what it's designed to do, and it's behaving exactly how your specific body is designed to behave. And when you start understanding that, it opens up a whole new world of all kinds of things beyond health and healing, right? And that's really what we want to focus on, is helping you understand you, and then how to give your specific body what it needs to start feeling better and stop these symptoms from happening, and kick all of this stuff to the curb that has been interfering in your life for months or weeks or years.
Absolutely. I'm so very excited about this. It's going to be such a wonderful space, and a welcome and mindful space. And I'm just looking forward to connecting more with you and collaborating with you on this, because this to me is incredibly important. So I'm happy to be a part of it.
Yes, it is. I feel that way too, because so many people come to me for different things. And I'm sure you get the same thing. They come because, well, this symptom is the one that's really bothering me the most, and it's caused from X, right? And I need you to fix X. But then when we do our consultations and we use our modalities to dive further into them, like I look at it through a medical astrology lens, and I do a reading, and you come at it from the Ayurvedic point of view and look at the doshas and all that stuff. And we start looking at it, and we realize that while the symptom Y is what's bothering them, is not caused from X like they think it is. And so it helps us be able to really determine that root cause, so you can truly fix the problem and not just, again, put another temporary fix on it, or just stop the body from communicating by stopping the symptoms. Stopping the symptoms is good in some cases because they can be really bothersome, but once you stop them and you stop that communication, you stop the natural processes of the body getting this problem fixed, and then the problem gets deeper seated into you, and it takes longer to be fixed later, and it just kind of exacerbates the problem and prolongs you getting that relief that you're really looking for. And so we just really want to help you understand what some of those true root causes can be, so that you can approach it from a different angle. Because when you're approaching the problem with X is the problem, but it's really Y, nothing you do to fix X is going to help ultimately, right? And it could exacerbate and make things worse. And so we want you to understand how to figure out what's actually happening, so that you have a better chance of being able to correct things and not just accidentally, exacerbate things and, wind up in a spot where now you're feeling worse than before, which is ultimately what I see happening a lot with conventional medicine anymore. Is it's the one size fits all approach, and here, take this, and if it doesn't work, well, then we'll just try something different that I would also give to everybody else. And when all of their solutions don't work and you feel worse, then you get kind of like, oh, well, we don't have anything else for you, so good luck. And then what do you go do, and where do you go, right? And so we want to be that, where do you go? This is where you go. That's the whole point of this.
Right. And I can also say, and I think you would agree, that we're also coming from a preventative perspective as well. Like, yes, this is the place to go when you are in those places, but I very much believe this is also very preventative. Yes. So it's looking at the body in a literal whole, WHOLE, whole perspective, whole being. We are, we have different aspects and layers, and we need to look at ourselves in a more profound way.
Yeah. Because you're right, there's more than just, well, let's fix what's going on. That's great, and we need to do that, right? Because it's making you miserable. But if we fix it and we don't prevent other things from happening or from this coming back, then it kind of defeats the purpose. So yes, we are 100% going to teach you how to prevent these things from A, coming back, or B, starting in the future of something new or whatever. And so we're just so excited about this because we talk about this all the time with each other. I talk about it all the time with my clients. Like, there is so much of this that I focus on in my clients. And so it's just kind of nice to be able to bring it together and then mesh it with Jess's modality, because part of medical astrology we do talk a little bit about Ayurveda and how each, sign and planet corresponds to like the different doshas and things. But it's not as in-depth as what like she gets and understands and knows. So I'm excited to kind of like combine the two and see like what amazingness comes up from this to really help you understand your body from like a completely different lens. And once you do, it changes your world. Like, that's literally what changed mine, was learning medical astrology and looking at my body through a different way. It changed everything because I then approached things in a completely different manner than I would have before. And it's really, really, really been helpful. And so I'm just excited to be able to combine all of this and show you a different way, right?
I'm too. I'm on the same boat. We're so excited.
Yes. So we don't want to keep you too long. We just want to get you excited and tell you, come on and come join us. So it'll be August 13th at 4 p.m. Mountain Time, which is 3 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern. It is a 2-hour live workshop. We're going to be teaching, educating, conversating, including everybody in this. It's not just here's some information and spewing a bunch of stuff. It's going to be very conversational and interactive, where we give you all the information that we want to on all of this stuff. And then at the end, for about 30-ish minutes, maybe a little more, depending on, how many questions and stuff we have, we're going to do a question and answer session. And so you have the chance then to ask your questions and get things answered and get some assistance. Of course, it is a live event and we want to help as many as possible during that. So it's not going to be like the time to really dive deep into like really specific questions. Those are great though for signing up for the 20-minute health reset with me and the 30-minute consultation with Jess, where we can then take that time with you personally to jump in a little deeper and dive in. These will be offered for free at the end of the event, but only if you come to the live session. We are not offering them beyond that. We will have some handouts during this. We have lots of slides, and it'll just going to be a fun time, but also give you some actual, useful information at the same time. So please come join us August 13th. Link will be in the show notes where you can sign up. This is a paid event. If you get in on the early bird from July 31st to August 1st, you can grab the early bird pricing of $35, but it goes up after that date. So come join us, sign up today before the price goes up, and then we will see you on August 13th. It'll be like I said, a fun live event. So come join us. We will be so excited to see you there. And I think that is everything. Did you have anything else, Jess?
No, other than I'm really looking forward to sharing this space with you. And for those listening, come prepared with a notepad and a pen and or notes on your computer. There's going to be a lot that we're going to cover, and just come with an open mind. I believe that with both of our approaches, you're going to learn a couple things that you wouldn't find or know otherwise if we didn't have a discussion conversation like this. So yeah, very much looking forward to it. It's going to be wonderful.
Yes, definitely. And like she said, this is not going to be like a lecture. It's not going to be like in school, y'all, where you're sitting there and you're like half zoning out because it's just one person, the monologuing, right? And it's going to be a conversation. It's going to be involving you. So come ready to participate, take those notes whatever way works best for you, ask the questions at the end, and then take advantage of those freebies, because these are things that we don't offer normally. These are things that we reserve only for special events like this. So 20-minute health reset and a 30-minute consultation for free is a steal, because we would love to help you more, and we really want to be able to help as many people as possible. So we are offering those for you to be able to dive a little deeper, and there'll be like some handouts and other things too as well that you can get. And obviously you'll have the replay also to be able to go back and re-listen to things, because I know when it's live sometimes we don't always get everything written down, so we want to make sure that you could definitely have time to go back. So there will be a replay available even if you can't make the live. Sign up anyway so you get that replay, because it's going to be full of valuable information that you are going to want to have at your fingertips and readily available. So we will see you again August 13th at 4 p.m. Mountain Time, so 3 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern, for a live 2-hour event, Solutions to Mental Health. And we will see you there. Until next time, love and light. Thank you for tuning in to Alchemy, Astrology, and Astro Health today. I hope you really enjoyed this episode with Jess and I. Jess is an amazing person who I've just absolutely fallen in love with, and that we are just super good friends. And this episode is something that was very near and dear to our heart, and so is this upcoming event, Solutions to Mental Health, nourishing for the mind, body, and spirit. Both of our modalities are very holistic and approaching things in a very whole being way, right? Approaching you in a way as who you are as a person, and it's personalized, and it's not a one-size-fits-all approach. It's what we both love about our modalities: Ayurveda, medical astrology, which also combines pieces of Ayurveda and traditional Chinese medicine and Kabbalah, all kinds of things into one kind of system, right? And so it's a very holistic, personalized approach that we would really just love to share with you too. So please come join us August 13th on 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Mountain Time. So that is 3 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern. It's a 2-hour live event. It's going to be a very casual conversation about all the solutions that we can come up with, that we can cram into an hour and a half of speaking and 30 minutes of question and answers to get you the personalized help and attention that you need. Obviously, it's generalized advice in many ways, just because we only have an hour and a half, but the question and answer piece is to help personalize it a bit more. And if you come live, there is going to be a way to sign up for some free experiences with Jess and I that will get you more personalized help for that specific amount of time. But those are only available if you come live. We also have some free gifts that we'll be giving out. I personally am giving out a recording of a meditation, and will be giving out, as part of the live only, a 20-minute health reset with me, where we dive into one topic of something that you're having trouble with for 20 minutes, and I give you every single solution that I can think of for that particular problem for you, based on your cosmic blueprint, because I will run your chart prior to that, and we will get you some very personalized help. Jess is offering a 30-minute constitution consultation, which is a mouthful, but basically it's going to be very similar in the fact that she is going to use it from the Ayurvedic lens. She's going to chat with you. She's going to get from her intake form what your specific constitution is and how she can help you in that 30-minute time. If you want to work with us deeper than that, there will be an opportunity at the end of those calls to be able to sign up for something. No pressure. There's literally no pressure. It's not a sales call at all. It is literally a let's help you. And if you want to work deeper together, then let's sign you up. It is going to be a great time, 2 hours long, August 13th. Tickets are on sale now until right before it starts, I guess. They're from now until the day of the event. How's that? $35 if you purchase early and up to $40 otherwise. So we're trying to save you a bit of money if you purchase early. And we would love to see you there. Please come join us. It is going to be amazing. If you purchase a ticket and cannot come live, you will get access to a replay and the free gifts. So definitely come sign up. The link is in the show notes, but if you want it for here, it is atlaastrology.com/soul, SOUL-utions, SOUL-utions, -2-mental-health. And the link is in the show notes. It might be a little bit easier to just click that and come join us. Grab your ticket. $35 for the next few days, and then it bumps up to $40. Either way, it's a steal. It is an amazing steal. It's going to come with a ton of stuff. We have so many slides so we don't forget what we want to talk about, and we would love to have you there. So hopefully we will see you there. Please come join us. Again, that's August 13th at 4 p.m. Mountain, which is 3 Pacific, 5 p.m. Central, and 6 p.m. Eastern Time. It is an event you do not want to miss. If you are struggling with your mental health in some fashion, this is going to be an event that you want to come to. You are going to walk away with actionable steps you can put into practice immediately after getting off that call with us to help you start feeling your best, however that looks for you. Come join us. We'll see you there. Love and light. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Alchemy, Astrology, and Astro Health. I hope you enjoyed today's episode as much as I enjoyed making it. You can find all relevant links to today's show in the show notes below. If you loved the show today, please subscribe, follow, and leave me a review. I love to hear your thoughts, and it helps me know what is a hit and to make more of that content, especially for you. If you want to learn more about me and how I can help you, head over to atlaastrology.com. There you can sign up for a medical astrology package, download my free sun sign in your health ebook, read the blog, and so much more. If you want to connect more outside the podcast, follow my Instagram channel @atlaastrology or join my Astro Connection community, the link to which you can find in the show notes. Until next time, love and light.